So today we're going to make a fidget spinner that looks like this. And in order to make the fidget spinner, we're going to use Tinkercad. We're going to make the fidget spinner will look like this. And the first thing we're going to do is to drag a cylinder out. We're going to make it smooth-sided, change the sides to 128. Okay? And we're going to make it 36 millimeters in diameter, 36 across, 36, and 7 millimeters high. And that is the outer size of this ring that we're going to use as the foundation for our fidget spinner. Okay? We are then going to make a copy of this. And this one we're going to make 22.1 by 22.1. And we're going to turn it into a hole. And the 22.1 is a size that I found by trial and error, which will make a nice solid connection to the ball bearing. I'm going to select both objects. I'm going to align them on the Y and the X axis. Try that again. To align them on the Y and the X axis. We're going to group it. And now we have the ring, which is the center of this. You may think we're going to start adding hearts to this, but what we need is an outer ring that we can use to rotate this object. So we're going to grab another cylinder, and again, make it as smooth as we can. This one's going to be 95 millimeters in diameter. 95, 95, and again, 7. Okay. Let me say that's fine, and I'm going to make a copy of that and bring it down. And then I'm going to make change the dimensions to 90 by 90 by 90. And again, I'm going to make it a hole. I'm going to take it over this cylinder. I'm going to select them both, align them on the Y and the X axis. I'm going to group it. And now I have an outer ring. We need this for construction. I'm going to move it over this ring here. I'm going to select them both. And I'm going to align them on the Y and the X axis. And I'm going to group them. Okay? We now have a nice object right here, and this is what we're going to use as the foundation to make our fidget spinner. We're going to use a heart, because that's a nice simple shape. I'm going to bring it out. I'm going to make it 8 millimeters high, explain why later. And I'm going to put it in here, more or less. And I want to get it in the center. So I'm going to align it just on the center, on the x-axis, like so. So the heart. It's not touching this outer ring, which is important. It's not going through this inner ring. If it were like this, it would be intruding on the area where the bearing is going to be. So I'm going to move it back out. It's like, I like that position. Okay? I'm not going to group anything yet. So I like this position. I'm going to change my snap grid to 5 millimeters. Okay? I'm going to make a copy of this heart. And I'm going to move it up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm moving it out of the way. I'm going to have a fidget spinner with 5 hearts. So I've got 1, 2 so far. I've got to make 3 more copies. So this heart, I'm going to make 1, 2, 3 copies. Okay? And now this heart, I want to stay in place. So I'm going to select just the ring in this heart. I'm going to group them together. So now this is all one piece. I'm going to rotate it a little bit like so. What I want to do is put 5 of these hearts on there. We're going to do it at around a 360-degree ring. So I have to rotate this ring 72 degrees because 5 times 72 is 360. So I can bring these hearts down. I'm going to select this. I'm going to find the rotation ring. There it is. And I'm going to rotate this 72, try once again. And I'm going to rotate this 72 degrees. I have to be outside of this big ring. Inside it goes by 22.5 degrees. I need to be outside. I'm going to rotate it 72 degrees. It doesn't matter if it's left or right, like so. Okay. Now, I want to take this heart and I want to move it down. I moved it up 8, so I want 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. I've now got my second heart. I'm going to select everything here and I'm going to group it. Okay. Once again, I'm going to rotate it 72 degrees. 72 degrees. I'm going to bring this heart down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm going to group it all together. And once again, I'm going to rotate it 72 degrees. 72. I'm going to bring this heart down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, everything's lovely. I'm going to select everything again. I'm going to group it. And I'm going to make a final rotation of 72 degrees. Bring this one down. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I now have a perfectly formed heart fidget spinner. I'm going to group everything together. Oh, nice. And now I need to make a tool to remove this outer ring. I needed that outer ring so I could do the rotation, but I need to get rid of it now. So I'm going to grab the cylinder, make it smooth. This one's going to be 100 millimeters in diameter. 100 by 100. And again, 7 millimeters high, because that's what everything else is. Okay. I'm going to make a copy of it. I'll bring it down. I'm going to make this one 88 millimeters in diameter. And this one I'm going to turn into a hole. So what I want to do is I actually want to make a ring, which is a hole, to remove this. So I'm going to select both of these objects. I'm going to align them on the Y and on the X-axis. A little hard to see up here. Let's make sure I've actually got it all. I want to check that again, align them. Okay, on the Y and the X, now it's good. I'm going to group it. It's going to make a hole in there. So this is my ring that's going to remove this ring. I need to turn this ring into a hole. Now I'm going to bring it over here. I'm going to bring my ring over here. So do align everything. Align it on the Y and the X-axis. It's covering it all. And now when I group it together, it has removed that ring. I now have a perfectly formed heart fidget spinner, which I can then export to make a 3D printed fidget spinner.